Mr. Harrison sat nervously in his seat as the plane hit turbulence. Fear gripped him tightly, but he closed his eyes and began to pray. Suddenly, a loud bang shook the plane. Panic spread as oxygen masks dropped from the ceiling. Mr. Harrison clutched his seat, praying harder than ever. Amidst chaos, the plane plummeted. Mr. Harrison felt weightless, his heart racing. He whispered, "God, please save us." Moments passed like eternity. Then, miraculously, the plane leveled out. The pilot's voice crackled over the intercom. "Brace for impact!" With eyes shut, Mr. Harrison braced himself. The impact was jarring, but the cabin remained intact. Passengers screamed in relief and gratitude. Emergency crews rushed in. Amidst the debris, Mr. Harrison sat unharmed. Tears streamed down his face as he murmured, "Thank you, Lord." Later, investigators marveled at the wreckage. "It's a miracle anyone survived," they said. Amidst the debris, they found Mr. Harrison's Bible, pages open to a passage about faith. News spread of the miraculous survival. Reporters clamored to hear Mr. Harrison's story. He spoke humbly, "I knew God was with us. He protected us." As Mr. Harrison left the hospital, strangers approached, thanking him for his faith. "Your story gave us hope," they said. Months later, Mr. Harrison stood before a congregation. "I am no hero," he began, "but I witnessed God's power that day. He saved us all." From that day on, Mr. Harrison's story traveled far and wide. It became a testament to faith and hope amidst adversity, a story of survival against all odds, reminding many of the power of belief in the darkest of moments. Years passed. Mr. Harrison continued his life, deeply grateful for every moment. He often visited survivors' groups, sharing his experience and offering comfort to those who faced similar trauma. One evening, while driving home from one such gathering, Mr. Harrison witnessed a car accident. Without hesitation, he rushed to help, pulling a young woman from the wreckage just before the car burst into flames. The woman looked at him with tearful eyes. "You saved my life," she said, trembling. Mr. Harrison smiled gently. "No," he replied, "God saved us both." Word of his heroic act spread once again. People marveled at how Mr. Harrison seemed to be in the right place at the right time, always willing to help others. Inspired by his experiences, Mr. Harrison started a foundation to support survivors of accidents and disasters. It grew rapidly, supported by donations from those touched by his story. Through it all, Mr. Harrison remained humble, attributing his actions to his faith and the belief that he had a purpose to fulfill. As he grew older, Mr. Harrison often reflected on his life's journey. He knew that surviving the plane crash was just the beginning, that his true calling was to spread hope and kindness wherever he went. And so, Mr. Harrison's story continued to inspire generations, a testament to the enduring power of faith, courage, and the belief that miracles can happen, even in the most dire circumstances.